Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2025 monthly tarot readings. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of the month of March. This is a big month as we come into eclipse season. Both eclipses, both in Virgo and Aries, will be this month. We also have Venus and Mercury both retrograding, and by time we end the month, we will have Neptune entering Aries. It has been in Pisces for quite a long time, like I think almost 10-11 years. So this is big month, big energy this month. So take a look at the description box below for all of those important dates. If you haven't already taken a look at those career readings for mid-February to March, really helpful as well. Lots of overlapping messages and energy, so take a look at those. All right, Capricorn, let's get into it. All right, you start off the first week of March, Knight of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Tower card also in reverse, Major Arcana. Second week finds you with the Five of Cups. Makes a lot of sense after that Tower card there, as well as the Seven of Wands. By the time we're entering into eclipse season time, the Devil card, you are coming into your own reading here, Capricorn. As well as the Emperor card, Aries energy there. We will have a Virgo and Aries eclipse, so you all are having a big month here. You end the month with the Ten of Wands, also in the reverse. And lastly, the Knight of Pentacles, also in the reverse. All right, let's make sure we have all these cards in view for you. All right, Capricorn, let's see what energy you bring into the month of March. Spirit, if you can send my Capricorns a card representing the energy that possibly they dealt with back in February and that they're bringing into the month of March. And you have the Fool card, Major Arcana in reverse. So remember, the Fool card is that card at the very beginning of the Fool's journey. And this is this opportunity to start on a new venture, but being careful you're not being naive in the process. So for any of you all who have been trying to initiate some type of new goal, new project, possibly you're looking for a new job, a new opportunity that you've been trying to seek. I do think it could have been rough back in February with this in reverse. And I do think Spirit is telling you there is an opportunity, but maybe you are overlooking other important details on your quest. That's what I just heard. So that word quest is interesting because that's not a word I would normally use, but somewhere in your quest here, Capricorn, you are missing or you are almost like ignoring other details, I'm hearing. So just make sure throughout the month of March, maybe you take a step back in terms of like your drive to try and accomplish a goal, and maybe you slow it down. And you will have to slow it down regardless because Mercury and Venus will be retrograding this month, which will cause a slowdown naturally. Okay, so I do think that that's going to definitely be helpful for you. Let's ask Spirit to send you an oracle. Wow. If you have any Sagittarius in your chart, Capricorn, look at theirs too, because when we got to the oracle messages, the cards are just flying out like yours just did. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Nine of Fire. So the Nine of Fire says, don't give up, protect that which you have created, have courage and believe in yourself. And I do think for many of you all, I think this is going to resonate with many of you all. I think I see that 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Tower card, lots of fiery energy where you're having to almost go on the defense, having to protect yourself. I do think that whatever comes up this month, watch your tongue. We have a lot of Aries energy coming in the door here. You right here with that Devil card and the Emperor, which is Aries energy. There's a lot of conversations being had that I feel like you're going to have to defend yourself. Just make sure you're doing it respectfully, and just make sure you are not just trying to prove a point, meaning like there is a meaning behind what you're doing. You're standing your ground because you believe in something. I do believe this is going to have some kind of impact on you in the future. So just be careful of your words, okay? So That was like a really strong message with that 9 of fire, especially the way it just like fell out. So really watch yourself, because I can see here where there's some conversations here that might not go the way you want them, especially in these first few weeks of the month. I do think, Capricorn, this Tower card, Knight of Cups, both in reverse, first week of the month, we're coming off of that Piscean new moon that we had on the 27th. And then once we get into March, we have Venus moving retrograde in Aries on the 1st, and Mercury enters its retrograde shadow. During this time, I do think there's conversations that are being had that are moving slowly, that are not... they're not conversations that you necessarily want to be in. I just heard something about quarrels or fights with neighbors or people that you know. So I'm not quite sure. It's obviously not going to resonate with everyone. But if there's some kind of conversation going on here that something needs to end, remember, Pisces season is that season of needing to know when to walk away from something. I do think by time you all move into March 3rd, when Mercury enters Aries, this is when people are much more sharp-tongued, saying things that they don't really mean. Just watch that, like I said, with that 9 of fire. Make sure that you are keeping everything respectful. I do think by time you get down to March 12th, when the sun is conjunct Saturn and Pisces at 22 degrees, keep emotions out of the conversation as much as possible. I do think that there's something here, possibly people being let go from a job here, possibly some kind of ending in your community. There's something here that moves very slowly, but once it happens, there's like a fallout, and people having to pick up the pieces, but you staying very brave, you being able to really be proud of how you react. And so I do think that by time you're getting into mid-March, this is when we have that lunar eclipse at 23 degrees of Virgo on March 14th. This is a full moon that could highlight what details you need to start focusing on. I do think that this 5 of Cups is the reaction to whatever happened here with that Tower card. 7 of Wands feels like you all are having to do something alone. You are having to fend for yourself. You're having to protect yourself at all odds. I do also hear any of you all who are having some type of kind of like back and forth with colleagues or people at work. This is not the time to engage in arguments as much as possible. Like, use that lunar eclipse in Virgo, whatever comes out there. There's something here that comes out around needing to watch people around you, needing to only trust yourself. That's what I just heard. So not quite sure what exactly that is, Capricorn, but if that is something that resonates with you, just really watch what you're saying, okay? Now, by the time we get to the 3rd week, this is the only week in the whole month that you have 2 major arcanas and you are one of them, right? So by the time we get to the 20th of the month, this is when we have the sun entering Aries. This is the spring equinox, the brand new astrological new year here, as well as the sun is conjunct Venus in Aries on the 22nd. And then a few days later, we will have Mars in Cancer squaring Chiron in Aries. So people are people have short patience, short-tempered. This Emperor card in Aries in reverse, this to me is like some kind of tug of war. This is like you not wanting to either forgive or you not wanting to, it's like you're in your feelings. This person is in your feelings. I do think that there's some kind of back and forth exchanges of conversations here that could be not what you want to get into. This could be people around you too. It might not necessarily be you. This could be family members, but this is definitely someone in power. This is like, watch your words so that you're not either going to say something that you're going to regret. I do think that this is leading up to that solar eclipse in Aries on March 29th. Like, that Emperor card is straight up Aries energy with it in reverse. This could be conversations and themes from over 2 years ago. This could be something that's been playing out over the last 2 years, and it could finally come to a head. Okay, so pay attention. I think that 7 of fire saying don't give up is definitely on point. And by the time you end the month, both in reverse, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. The journey is not over. This is going to be something that is lingering because Venus, Mercury, both retrograde, just had that Aries eclipse. Then we have Mercury retrograde entering Pisces on the 29th. 30th, Neptune enters Aries. We have not had Neptune in the sign of Aries for quite some time. It was just in Pisces. I want to say it's been over 10 years. It's been a really long time. We will talk about Neptune entering Aries in April, just because it's at the very end of the month. But there's definitely some news here that could be slow to reach you. It may not get to you in March. It may not completely come out until mid-April into May. That's what I'm hearing. So Capricorn, this is a big month for you all. I would say take a breath, get some exercise, get out into nature. You all have some combative energy going on. I probably should have felt that from that 9 of Fire that came out, but really pay attention. That 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, really watch your tongue. Aries, Capricorn, you all are a very grounded sign, but then the Emperor energy is very fiery. And with all the Piscean and Aries energy here in March, it's going to be an interesting one for you all. So keep the faith, Capricorn. You all will do great. I just think that you all are dealing with a lot of stuff. So I hope this was helpful. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I'll talk to you later.